It's trying very hard to not let me go live. Nah, I win. Welcome to hell. When you make me angry, I win. Ooh, right. I need to go to use ScrewTube. All right, come on, freaking computer. Sorry, y'all. Um, jumping through hoops to try and get things set up. Some of that good green. Yeah, I just over there on Indy's channel, and I guess I started to create a little bit too much of problems, and so I jumped out of there right away because I realized, hey, that's not okay. We can't be making problems for our neighbors. We try to help each other, especially when they are our neighbors who, if it wasn't for them, we'd probably be going nuts. Right? Yo. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Haven't hooked up my phone. Anyways, I do tend to apologize a lot, especially when I'm high. Don't feel bad. This is a freedom forum. We're all free to do whatever the fuck we goddamn well please. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Freedom Forum. This is Yo Guardsman up. Woohoo! 134 of the 713th, 45th. How was your day? Yes, sir. Speaking freely. There we go. Anybody ever do backflips? You ever wonder why most people can't? It has to do with your inner ear. Right. Yeah, that's the American way. I'm not telling you sorry. This is why I think that a lot of our friends out there in the ether. Hey, cuz. Here we go. Hey, I'm doing it good from my cell phone. What do you know? Hi, Jingles. What's up, bubba? How you doing, old man? Good to see you, pup.
He just got back from making a federal deposit in the White House.
Wahoo! Oh, go Jingles. Yeah. Make me proud. Make me want to shed a tear now. Your dog's better behave than mine, cuz. Set this down. I'm going to go instead and step back a little bit. So I think, if it'll let me. There we go.
He told old Potato Head that this outpost for you.
Was it?
He told Potato Head this Alpo is for you.
Huh? No, hey, I'm live streaming right now. I'm not gonna go out there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Evening, Canoes. How you been? Shit. PK6WBJ. Okay. Interesting. The Polaran message happens to be a also a radio broadcaster. That's very interesting. Well, shit, Polaran, why don't you get up here? Tell us all about it. I think I've heard of that channel. It's good to hear you getting by there, Canoes. It's a good thing. That's what I want to see from everybody. I want to see everybody doing good. As long as we're doing good, we ain't at each other's throats. My God. All right. Polaran message out there coming into y'all. That man right there. I watched a couple of your live streams, man. I must say, was interesting. I can't comment one way or another because I jumped through a lot of it and wasn't really paying that much attention because I got like a couple days late notice on it, so I wasn't really in the live stream with you, so I didn't really hear you all out. But gotta say, you got some interesting points. It kind of had me sitting back for a little bit and doing some introspection. Hi, Andy. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Freedom Forum. I'd do it any day of the week, Andy. You know me. I like hanging out with you. Shucks. There's folks out there that are just jumping into this, but we've all been there. We've seen it. We understand it, and we're fighting forwards. Oh, so I call this here the Freedom Forum because anybody can get up here. Anybody can say whatever. I don't care. I may not agree with your opinion, but I will not censor your opinion. You might hate my guts. You might think me a bad, bad man. Or you might think me, just like anyone else trying to do the right thing. Either or, I can't blame you. What I am is a man trying to do the right thing as I see it. Okay, Cat, I got you. I know what you meant. Have fun, Andy. Thanks for coming out. Right. We can't talk because we can talk on somebody else's stream. I see how it is. StreamYard.
What up, dude?
What up, Cat? Ladies and gentlemen, Cat without the hat.
What are you using this stream right now?
StreamYard. Like I said, I pay for it. I'm gonna use it. It works for me. I can work with it. I'll deal with it.
Have you looked at that restream I sent you?
I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I didn't.
Yeah, dude, look up restream. It's free, dude.
I don't like being on YouTube. I don't like being on
you said you're paying
StreamYard, but at the same time, I like the fact that it bends to my character. It not bends. It lends to my character.
Yeah,
the character of the guardsman.
You said you're paying for StreamYard?
Yeah, I pay for it.
Dude, look up Restream. Trust me, you can stream as much as you want. I tried telling Indy about it a minute ago, but that's the only reason I came up on panel. I'm not gonna stay long, maybe like a few more minutes, but my white ass is going to bed.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, I'm trying to help you out, dude. There ain't no reason to pay for it.
I pay for it because there's that surety of contract. Now, if somebody is going to violate said contract, who knows? I might take actual violent recourse. I've
all right.
been to my
Well,
wit's end.
I use my free 20 hours on StreamYard most months, and most of the time I don't get the 20 hours. I only get like 5 or something, and then the rest of it I just do on Restream. Restream IO. I've got Android, so I don't know what your.
Android.
I don't have. Yes, I'm out. I'm out. Sorry, my wife's rolling me a cigarette, and she came out looking for tubes and tobacco, and I'm like, I don't have either one. I'm out.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a selfie stick.
Hold on this damn phone, damn it, Jim.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a torpedo specialist.
Hell yeah, dude! Look up Restream in your free time. It's totally worth it, and you don't have to pay for it, and you can have people up, and the more you live stream and you hit certain checkpoints, like 2 people watch your stream and like it or something, then you can get rid of the watermark or whatever. So yeah, just
Wasn't you telling me like the other day, like you like Telegram, and then you was like, no, I don't like Telegram.
no, I don't mind Telegram, but I'm just not doing much on there because I don't I don't have much of a following, so I'd be wasting my time. Everybody's here on YouTube.
That's the thing. We all waste our time. We're all wasting our time here. That's the difference is whether or not you're willing to go and then find a way to also do something while you're wasting your time, because then it's not a waste of time. Like I was sitting in there in the greenhouse. I was actually doing pest control, and then I was watching my dogs. I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
just sitting here on the stream yard, or just sitting there streaming or whatever.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what
Just kidding.
with sitting there with Indy. I was sitting there doing pest control. Y'all didn't hear me popping off shots.
Yeah. Well, I'm still here for now on the front porch, but it ain't gonna be for long. Next time it'll be a different porch. I've got a little awning I can open up.
That's gonna be a nice little porch, brother. Oh shit! We lost a cat. That's all right. He'll be back. He's like a cat. He'll come back. Speaking of which, I don't want the other one to get out. Be an interesting day if the other one got out. One cat, 2 dogs. Because the other cat's got to go to my brother down in Los Angeles. That's going to happen. It's up and coming. Ruh-roh. Yeah, he moved his phone too much. Oh, hey, look, like I said. Ah, shit. Oh, there's my fucking screen again. Like I said, the cat is back.
That's exactly what I did before I disappeared. I dropped my damn phone.
It's gonna happen again. I'm just telling y'all, because here.
Yeah,
That's what you're sitting on.
What's up, Polarin? Polarin's cool, dude. He's doing his own thing. I ain't here to judge nobody. I'd just be there to support.
Shucks, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, talking to somebody's a heck of a lot better than me trying to do this all on my own. I'm gonna tell
I
you
heard that. Man, I can't stay long. I'm about to go to bed soon, man. It's been a taxing day. It's been long.
you know what? I don't blame you. It's been a
Yeah.
long day for me too, and
My back.
I ain't done nothing today. Yesterday I was out there digging that freaking corn row.
Oh, okay. Shit, my back hurts, man. I I've been painting, and that shit sucks.
Yeah,
I hate I hate painting.
I know how painting is, dude. I thought I painted a fair few houses in my day. It is monotonous, and you're constantly standing and bending and this and that and the other, and concentrating on stuff, and bending
Yep,
in weird ways, and yeah, oh,
it sucks, bro. My
and
back
holding
and
that weird
legs,
thing too.
my back and legs and hips are hurting.
I appreciate you, brother. I really do.
Polarin's funny, man. The
Mm.
phone sideways and upside down, and poof, he gone.
Mhm.
I can hang out for about uh I don't know, 15 more minutes. 10:30 and I'm gone, bro. Or
All right,
whatever.
brother. I don't blame you if you walk out early either. No, that's honest.
If I
I'm gonna
do it,
keep this forum open.
yeah, yeah, hell yeah, dude.
There you
It's
go.
I can't believe it's still daylight there. It's nighttime here, bro.
Well, welcome to the West Coast. You're
Yeah.
seeing a portal of the West Coast through your window.
Good luck finding chickens, bro, and rabbits or whatever the fuck. I hope you find that shit, man.
Uh, I've been building like crazy. I ain't ready to take them on, but I need to. And I
Yeah.
know I need to. I need to get it done right now, not later. That's the problem here.
Whoops. Yeah, I heard that.
Mm. I actually got it a little bit further. There's a blade now. It's got some length to it.
Hell yeah, that's nice.
It needs to go a little further before it's done, I mean, but it's getting there. It's all just
Hell,
stretching this part out and making it longer so that it balances right.
nice little slicer.
Oh, that's going to be a fencer. That's going to be the idea. It's a fencer.
Hell yeah.
I already know something that y'all don't. In the first 6 months of any conflict here on American soil, you're going to be out of ammunition. I guarantee it. Javi, that's one of the things that I've been working on and that
What
I
up?
know.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You're going to want something that's a semi standoff weapon, hand to hand, but semi standoff. And that's what a sword does. It is a standoff weapon. It gives you an extra arm's length out there.
Yep.
Now, of course, some folks are going to be at that point where they're going to be looking down the barrel of it and being like, well, what's going to be my standoff melee? And they're going to look around them and they're going to see a rake sitting up against the wall. And they're going to be like, all right, well, I could do quarterstaff. Hi, JH556.
I'd recommend a pitchfork.
I'd recommend a scythe. I'd recommend any bladed weapon. You don't want a piercing weapon because a piercing weapon can get stuck in bone and sinew. You want to have something that is either a slashing and cutting weapon or a blunt object. That's your two options
Blunt.
that are really going to do something for you.
Yeah.
That's why a knife is a okay go-to. A tomahawk is much better. You have better ability for trapping and for standoff, but you want to have that extra 3 foot of standoff. And that extra 3 foot of standoff can be a staff, it could be a club, it can be a sword, it could be a mace, it could be, you know, a pipe, it could be a stick. It doesn't matter, but you do need to have that extra 3 foot of standoff because you need to have something.
Yeah. Something to keep them at some kind of a distance.
A baseball bat is like, that's the go-to for everybody, but here's the downside of a baseball bat, and nobody thinks of it. And it's also the downside of a club. When you swing, it draws you into the swing. So it will overpower your swing and make it so that coming back is going to take longer. A sword does not have that downside.
Or a long knife.
A long knife, yes. But, you know, as far as that's concerned, I'd say at least have something about the size of a dirk.
Yeah.
A standard army issue combat knife is not going to be it. You want to have a machete or a dirk or a fencing quarrel or, you know, something that's got some stand up there and do something, but at the same time have maneuverability.
Yeah, I've got a machete. And I've also got a Negrito Bolo.
Oh,
You remember me showing that to you, right?
yeah, I like that knife. That is cool, man. Looking like a Chris.
Yeah, yep. I haven't seen a whole bunch of Negrito Bolos like that, so pretty cool.
What's up right there, Jake? Yeah, so you want to have a knife like an Arkansas toothpick, bruh. You
I
want to
got one
have
of those too.
You want to have a sword that will stand up to a katana, and that's why as I'm making that fencing saber. The only knife, sword, or otherwise melee weapon that has ever stood up to a katana and lasted more than 3 blows, historically speaking, is the United States Army Cavalry Saber. And if you look at that saber, the way that it's made, if you were to straighten it out just a little bit, you would have a katana, a one-handed katana.
I'm heating up some pork butt that we got from Sportsman's Classic.
That sounds good. Ooh, somebody didn't coming up. What's up? I blame the yips. All right, come on up. You are verified, brother.
Waving there, guard. Waving to you there, cat.
What up, Polarin?
Not much. Just
How's everything
been
going with you?
going good. How you two been doing?
I'm still
Men's
alive.
footwork,
Much,
way to go.
What was
Sorry,
that?
y'all. That was pretty funny. Hold up. For those of you on a cell phone. I swear. I've had better luck with computers with a damn electronic majigger thing that's in my jaw.
my kids are
Yeah, I
refusing to
saw
go to
your
bed.
1840 cavalry saber there, cuz. That thing was beautiful. Give me 5 seconds. I will be right back. All right, y'all.
All right, I'm gonna be
I'm gonna go
counting.
grab some duct tape.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Yeah, Polaire and that Louisville might do something.
Hey, Song, you like to show off your guns, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if you sent him a picture. But definitely some cool stuff, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Song and okay, so Guard does the air pistols, and Song's got a bunch of black powder weaponry, pistols, rifles, the whole nine. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
And that is how you show some hustle.
That was way more than 5 seconds.
That's still some hustle, brother. I ran to the backyard and back. And if y'all know how long it takes to walk there and back, it takes a good 5 minutes.
What you running
Well,
in the
not good 5
backyard
minutes,
for?
but a good 30 seconds to walk there and back.
What'd you run back there for?
Duct tape. Handyman secret weapon.
Oh, okay. What do
You know, good old roll of silver duct.
What are you doing? Duct taping Hawk's tooth up?
No, I was duct taping the old shell phone to the door.
I was about to say, what are
So
you
it'll
doing?
stop dropping.
Yeah, that's a red-green selfie stick right there.
All right, I'm heating up this food, so I'll probably stay on a little bit longer.
How many of y'all know about this one?
I heard some neighbors having sex one time, and I started doing that. And I said, "Squeal like a pig, boy," or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Deliverance. Yeah, they got pretty quiet after that.
That's one of them. Yeah, that's one of them. From the Red Green Show. If y'all ever seen the Red Green Show back in the day, that is the Possum Lodge meeting call.
Yeah, Red Green Show. Fucking Song sends me that shit. That shit's fucking hilarious. I like the one where he parallel parked his car, but he had some like plywood and some caster wheels underneath.
Oh, like the one where
Yeah.
he made the freaking the homemade tank.
Oh
And
yeah.
he said the homemade tank so that he could get to and from a place because I think like there was potholes or some at. It's just special.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, after he sent it to me, I watched a shit ton of them. That shit's hilarious.
There you go. You know, I ain't a fan of a whole lot of Kanekastanis, but you know, that man right there, he makes me giggle.
Dude, it used to be on like what is that free shit?
PBS.
Yeah, PBS.
He was on the
Yeah,
public broadcasting system, you betcha.
yeah,
Along
just
with he was actually his show came on right after freaking Little House on the Prairie. If y'all remember
okay.
that TV show.
Yeah. I was about to say because Bob Ross used to be on PBS too.
Yeah.
Welcome to Public Broadcasting Services.
Oh, public broadcasting services, not system. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Might have been both of them.
Yeah, that's a full name of PBS.
I think my phone lost its ass.
Yeah, I think both of them was on it.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid. Mr. Bean at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, Mr. Bean was funny as shit.
Oh, 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 oh. Yes, I can do the impersonation of Mr. Bean. Sheep raw man, really? Or is that lamb and noodles?
Oh, sheep soup.
The song went and put up that a bunch of sheep emojis in the noodle bowl. I'm like, is that? I'm lost.
Yeah, only if you're cooking it, song.
Hell yeah, I'd have me some of that shit. This song is cooking sheep. I won't be there. That right there might be something good, something real good.
No doubt. What is that? Lamb stew? Bah.
Bah, bah, ah.
Makes me think of the Pink Floyd song "Sheep."
I just had something flick through my mind right now. You know, well, I think it's Coulter Wall might have sang it or somebody. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's Fast Hand. I just did the album cover come to my mind, and it's literally a cow playing a guitar. That's
Oh
kind of
yeah.
funny. Album cover, the cover art just came to my mind. I was like, what?
Bah.
Sheeple. Fucking sheeple. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm such a bad boy.
At least you didn't ask nobody to spank you.
I'm trying to keep it PG-13, but okay.
I mean, it's cool if you ask somebody to
Yeah,
spank you, as long as that somebody ain't me.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I said that quote earlier, just like, and it was perfect timing. But I'll say it again because it has that resonance. Cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war.
Oh yeah. See that right there?
Hell yeah. That fucking looks good, brother.
Yeah, bro, some smoked pork butt.
I was about to say, is that some hamburger helper?
My son's fussing. He's like, I ain't going to bed right now. Fuck you.
Pork butt and taters on the grill. I ain't going to bed.
That's right. Shit, I was just reheating this. He knows he's gonna go right to bed, and then I'm gonna go to bed eventually, and he's gonna be like laying where I usually lay. Little turd.
Hmm? Gotta love kids, man.
Lay in my spot, man. Claim it for
I used
himself.
to do that to my dad.
Yep. I'll be trying to lay there with my wife and put my arm around her, and he'll be like, "My mama," and lay in between us. And I'm like,
No, son, you gotta sleep in the other room.
Yeah,
Just
that's
how
right.
it is.
You gotta go to your crib, boy.
My mom and dad had a curtain across their the entrance to their room for the longest time. It was a really dumb decision having a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Shit. It's tough. I'm not gonna say it's a dumb decision. I don't regret it, but it's tough.
No. Not having the kids, brother. Not having the kids. That was the dumb decision. The dumb decision was having the door that was made out of freaking a bed sheet.
Oh. Damn, I'm a dumbass, huh?
I didn't say it. You never heard me say nothing like that.
Hey, I'm just honest. Yeah,
No,
that flew my
in my
head.
opinion, you're a
Yeah,
fart
dude.
smeller. I mean, smart feller.
Yeah, fart smeller. I mean a smart fella. Yeah, that's dumb as shit having kids, man. They can't keep themselves. They're too curious, man. They got to get into everything.
My dad learned real quick, if you want to keep something hidden from your kids, keep it at work.
Oh, I work for myself, man. That's not fair.
No, I get it. I don't have kids, but I get it. All right. I understand. Like, I was a kid once. I still hold a lot with when I was a kid because that's when I got the mainstay of my education, not
Yeah.
when I turned into a freaking young adult. When I was, from the time I was 4 to the time I was 11 and a half, I got the mainstay of my education. And when I
My
say the mainstay, I mean I actually learned astrophysics and cosmology as a 10-year-old.
hell yeah.
Oh,
I was into a lot of that stuff, but I get it too. I was a kid once. I always took my dad's machete. He'd be like, "Where's my machete?" And I'd be like, "I don't know," but I had it hidden in the woods. I knew exactly where that damn thing was.
I did that once to my dad. He started making me wood machetes on his wood lathe
Yeah.
because he got sick and tired of me taking off with his machete. And one day he gave me this folding machete. He's like, "Son, here you go. I know you're gonna go out. You're gonna try and chop wood. I'm tired of making those wooden machetes for you. So here you go."
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Song. If you didn't know, that thumbs up was for you because Hawk is doing well.
By the way, this food is freaking delicious.
everybody gonna be looking at you like, why you sampling early?
Oh no. No, I was just heating it back up. Everybody already had some, but I was still a little hungry before bed, so figured I'd heat
All
something
right,
up.
all right. I admit, I was wrong. My bad.
I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Wake up in the morning, there ain't gonna be shit left.
Just come out at night, and be like,
Yeah, that's my kids. Sounds like the baby's like, yeah, I smell it. I'm gonna be down there. As soon
All
as
right,
we wake
good.
up in the morning, we gonna eat that shit up.
Night, brother.
Sorry, I missed somebody. Night.
Songs go to bed.
Yeah, I need to probably go to bed too. We're on the other side of the world, Blaine.
Oh, I know it. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate you. Like every moment you spend with me is like a moment you ain't spending elsewise. And dude, like, honest to God, that means a lot to me, dude.
Shit,
Like
bro.
you want some time, like that's cool.
I'm
Like
here
if
for
you
the
want
people.
that, if you got other things to do or something, I ain't gonna be mad at you. And at the same time, like I said, you gotta go to bed, bro.
Shit, as long as I got the time, you see where I'm at. I'm hanging out with everybody, trying to, I don't know.
Keep your
I haven't
mind
been
up,
around
yeah.
much, but I've been busy.
Yeah.
I try to keep people updated. I just haven't been able to be on the damn thing much.
Well, that's the thing, brother. Is we all gotta live. The man's gotta live life. So
Yeah. Well, that's why I got a nice little check I haven't cashed yet. So, just been busy.
if your life revolves around YouTube, you need to step back and think for yourself for a second. Just being
Oh
honest
no,
with
it definitely doesn't. I just give a fuck about a lot of the people that are around because, like you said, they're spending that little bit of time they have to check me out and say hi or whatever, dude. That shit means a lot, and it sucks. I'm just not around as much as I wish I could be because, having that kind of support fucking rocks, man.
you. Yeah, I appreciate you. Seriously.
Hell yeah.
Now we ain't heard nothing from old radio man down there. What's up?
Oh, Polarin,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a spy. No, I'm just kidding.
Not a spy.
Somebody
Oh,
told me
he
that,
loves
and I
it.
thought it was funny. And I'm like, man, I ain't got time to spy on y'all, man. I got 4 kids. I run a business. My wife works. The fuck?
No, y'all want to spy on me? You ain't gonna learn much other than you how bad you feel about it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm just a radio guy here.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
That's good. Talk a good freedom for it. Feel good. Shit.
Yeah,
The
he
bar
likes
is
to
open.
he likes to listen to old listen and play old music, and he'll talk a little bit about it, and put his handle out there and just do the damn thing.
Yeah, radio bed. Like I said,
Yep.
that's like metal for breakfast. That's like some of the times back in the day with what I was doing, just to do something different.
I think Polarin actually is on the radio waves. I think he's got like a little radio station type deal or something.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, I got a CB radio.
Well,
Yep.
sorry if we're sitting there, just talking like two old country folk.
Hey, it's all good there.
I mean, because like I said, you got your CB radio. If you're sitting there broadcasting this and whatnot, which I've got no problems with, I got no qualms with that. I'm just saying, if you sit there broadcasting this, man, it kind of sounds a little dull, like a couple of country boys sitting there just yabbering. By all means, if you know what, if you want to broadcast this, you want to broadcast the Freedom Forum, I give you permission.
WG Polaris Media.
I give you express permission, Polaris Media, to go and broadcast
Did I get it
this
right?
message
Yeah, you
of
got it
Freedom
right.
Forum wherever, however you wish. Just please don't make us look bad.
Oh yeah, don't worry there.
I've practiced it. You know, I've heard it so many times listening to your live streams. I'm like, yeah, I got it down pat now.
Yeah.
My live stream's pretty easy. I mean, we talk about all sorts of stuff. Hey, a couple months back, we was talking about like the LA riots and whatnot, and folks was talking about like, well, what are you doing? Are you a cop? Are you like this, that, or the other? And I says to him, no, I'm a lowly Minuteman. My job is literally back up, and just be back up.
Yeah,
That's my
that's
job.
good.
That's what the calling of a Minuteman is to be ready in a minute and ready for days to do what is necessary to aid in the common defense. That's what's lined out in the Constitution, and that's what I adhere to.
Yeah, that's pretty much the duty of any American, in my opinion.
Honest.
Be ready for the call to arms because that call to arms will happen. It's just a matter of time, really.
Yep.
Yeah. For me
Day
to
never come.
be able to make you look bad, you have to be already making yourself look bad.
Yeah, I make myself look bad all the time.
I care not for the perception that others see me in, but for the values that I stand on,
Yeah, it's all eye of the beholder type stuff.
pretty much.
Everybody's gonna see
You know what?
how they want to see you.
I'm going to do this one for you just as a one-time off, a friendly understanding so that, in the future, you can look at militia as not being terrorists or, to be hated or something, but someone to be looking at in the same scope as you look at police and firefighters and paramedics and our military, because that's really what we are.
Well, the militia is probably more likely and more willing to help than not necessarily firefighters, but definitely more than police.
Well,
Yeah, I know you militia guys are good operators, so don't worry about that.
And National Guard as well,
Yeah, the National Guard was actually commissioned to create a foundation by which the militias may come together. That's what it was started as.
Yep.
So
we've come a long way away from that, though.
Yes, we have, and I do agree with that.
I mean, look at the conflict in Ukraine. I don't care what you believe in, but if all their citizens were armed, there wouldn't be such a scramble to arm everybody for them to be able to protect themselves, their families, their loved ones, etc., etc.
Exactly.
I've always kind of been a fan of Putin because he's been, cut and dry with a lot of shit, much more than our own politicians. But I don't know what's going on over there. I'm here in America. I'm only fed a bunch of bullshit.
Right. You can't trust anything that's being said, but at the same time, if Putin would pull out of Ukraine, I'd stand with Russia. If Ukraine ever finds the absolute need to call upon America and join NATO, then by that very obligation, if the American president decided that it was a matter of internal national security and
Well, the
therefore
only reason
reason
they
to
would
call militia,
the
I'd
only
have to
reason that
respond.
they would find it a matter of national security or whatever is because there's a lot of politicians whose children sit on the board of energy for Ukraine. So that's why we're so heavily involved in the first place.
Aye.
And there's a giant influx of you know, what would you call it, LGBTQ plus ABC QRSTUVWXYZ type shit, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it is.
And the
Well,
hot Hunter Biden laptop there.
Yeah, Hunter Biden's laptop. Well, see, the funny thing is, now all of a sudden it can't be found.
no, but here's the funny thing about the laptop. We went through the same rigmarole that back in the Trump days. Hunter Biden's laptop was recovered and this and that and the other. And then Hunter Biden's laptop went to and found its way to a pawn shop. And then it was recovered from the pawn shop. And then it was somehow lost in evidence. And then somehow it was recovered. And then they found that there was child pornography on the laptop. And then, I mean, when does it end?
And then
I got to pay that quandary and that query to you.
and
The
then
things that you will attach your attention to.
and then. Sorry, it's a reference to Dude, Where's My Car? Remember when he shows up at the Asian place?
But here's the point I'm trying to make. Is that the things that you attach your attention to, the media will grasp a hold of that and say, this is something we can sell a story about. And that
Pretty
is
much.
exactly what they are doing. They are selling you a story.
Yep, all you gotta do is click on the link that they provide, and that's one
That's a
more
sale. Honest to God, every time you click on a link, it is a sale.
Yep. All right, bro. I'm gonna get off here. I'm going to bed, man. It's late. I stayed on quite a bit longer than I said I would, but
Yeah, have
All
a
right,
good
brother.
one there, Cat.
all right. Well, I'll catch y'all folks later. Much love. God bless. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace.
Much love, brother. I'm gonna take this particular shindig inside. Y'all can hang out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, anyways, as I was on about the saying, wow. If I can get past the old squirrel, which is, there we go. So, howdy, Pilar. How you?
I'm doing good here. How are you doing?
Living. I'm alive.
That's good.
I got some interesting stuff done with my effects. I've been working towards a victory garden. I've been working towards getting my equipment up and running. It's a lot easier said than done.
Oh, yeah. What are you working on?
Well, welcome to the Super Prepper community. Bye. I say that as a joke. What I call a prepper is somebody who is preparing for an inevitable situation which may or may not come about, we say it as an inevitable situation which may or may not come about because it may or may not come about right now. But it has the potential to come about within the near future.
Yeah.
And that's what preppers are doing is they are protecting themselves against that eventuality. So, say for an instance that you foresee like a Red Dawn scenario, just to throw one out there, okay? A lot of preppers attach to this as it's something that will happen. I agree, honestly. I've weighed the tactical balances and the strategic, the strategics behind all of it. And I foresee that at some point in time, mayhaps not near future, but within, a certain amount of time, there will be incursion upon the United States from one direction or another. Now, if you call me a liar, you'd be in your capacity to do so. I guess we all got freedom of speech, but I'll put it this way: as a militiaman, as a Minuteman, I was stationed on the California border. That was where my prior posting was. And as a militiaman posted to the Colorado River at the California border, I saw no less than no less than 100 incursions on American soil by individuals otherwise.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I was fired upon no less than 5 times. So I will say that that scenario is the most likely, not just, a possibility, but the most likely to happen. Think of it
Yeah.
in this manner. Nuclear strike is completely off the table. It would be lunacy for anyone to throw a nuke at anyone else.
Yep.
However, conventional warfare is not off the table. And conventional warfare is exactly what a Red Dawn scenario is. It is an incursion upon the United States by any enemy of the United States.
Yeah.
I want you to think real long and hard about exactly what that means. That means any enemy of the United States is a Red Dawn scenario.
Oh,
9/11 was an admitted attack on America. That is a Red Dawn scenario. Sure, it was a bunch of CIA paid freaking Taliban-ish spooks that went and then took over a bunch of planes and flew them into towers. And there's really nothing you could do about that situation if all you got's a rifle and you're 100,000 miles away or what have you. All right. But, exaggerations aside, it was still a Red Dawn scenario. That same can come about from as simple as a cartel incursion on American soil. That is a Red Dawn scenario. Whether or not it is fully fledged to the point where it overwhelms our military and our border check capabilities is regardless of the situation. If they make it beyond the border, then legally speaking, that is a Red Dawn scenario. I mean, not legally speaking, strategically speaking, that is a Red Dawn scenario.
Oh, yeah. I hear you there.
That's what I prep for. I already know that there is such a shitty situation in America that Americans are going to turn on each other. And that scares the fucking ever loving shit out of me because believe it or don't, I don't like shooting at my brothers.
Yeah, definitely.
And I sure as hell don't like getting shot at. So I'd rather have my brothers up my back.
Yeah.
Red Dawn scenario is the scariest thing you can think of because an incursion, yes, we'd all stand against that, but can we be certain that that incursion is necessarily physical? There's a lot of people that have talked about psyops being run on the American public, and sure, I'm a subscriber to that ideal. There have been because I know what a psyop looks like. I know what it looks like because I've been the brunt of one.
Yeah.
Psychological operations can really mess up a society. They make you think that everybody in your country is out to get you, and therefore you can't trust anyone in your country. Then they push all this extra shit on you that you're supposed to think about anyways. Not a psychological operational standard, but on an actual physical operational standard. Think of it in this situation. You cannot trust your government to make an appropriate decision. At the same time, we are being invaded from the south, the north, and the west.
Yep.
And when I says we are being invaded, it's happening right now.
Yeah, I know there's a heard on the handbands and the citizen band.
So if you hear all of this going on, the best that anyone can do is to, at this point, batten down the hatches and hold down the fort.
Yep.
Well, that becomes problematic because you cannot coordinate with those around you. I mean, imagine for a second, most people in the United States have two-way radios. That's just one of those things that it's smart to get them just in case you go to like a theme park or something and you got to be able to talk to the other adults in the crew. Say they're on the other side of the theme park or something. All right. That's normal thinking. At the same time, you'll have these things forever, no reason to use them. And then all of a sudden, everybody is standoffish. So you sit there and you open up on that particular two-way radio, realizing that other people have two-way radios. What you don't realize is that you are committing a crime because you do not have a way to operate that legally without having a license, unless you are operating between two handsets of the exact same type and two consenting parties.
Yeah, the thing is on that, the airwaves are public bands. A lot of
certain bands are public bands, and they are literally there specifically for the public. Okay.
not all of the
432 hertz, though,
airwaves.
is actually what most two-way radio handhelds carry. 432 hertz. 432 hertz is also under GVW. Is it GVWR or GCWR? It's a special license you have to have in order to utilize those handsets to talk to each other. Something don't feel right about that. You know what I'm saying?
Are you thinking of GMRs?
GMRS might be right. It's yeah, that sounds about right. I got dyslexia, so things get mixed up in my head.
Oh yeah, no worries.
That's one thing I can say. I do happen to have that problem, that learning disorder of dyslexia. It even comes out sometimes in my speech.
Yeah.
However, I will say this much. That being totally off subject, it does not affect my my day to day. It doesn't affect my ability to complete a task. I have my effects in good order. I have my house in good order because I understand that anything less and I'm in deep shit. I realize that we're in a world of hurt and a lot of people aren't realizing that. There are some people, in fact, a lot of people that are. And I appreciate every single one of them because they're getting out there and they're saying, this is the shit situation. Things are bad. They can get a lot worse. We
Yeah.
have the opportunity and the time on our hands. We should affect our own future. Not yet
Yeah.
have some dictator and thief tell us what we should do with our future.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, that might be some that offends some. Hell, it offends a lot, I bet.
Oh
But a
yeah.
lot of people will sit there and think, wait a minute. He did do all that.
Yep.
Why am I listening to one individual who is making the problems or a bunch of individuals that are making the problems? They don't represent me. I'm trying to create solutions.
Yeah.
We think ahead. We work ahead. I
Yep.
mean, if all you got is just a rinky-dink freaking pop air gun, or if you've got, say, your ducks in a row and you've got your guns, you've got your fire, and you've got your cooking effects, and you've got your situation patting down tight, and got all your sandbags together and all your creeping vines and this and that, and things just patting down proper. You have your house set up like a fortress. Great. That's what you should be at. You should be at the point where you turn around and take that kind of force for a little bit and be able to stand something off.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's where we're headed. You're headed towards a real world of shit. If things are not hunky dory, as in, you've got the doors closed and locked and the windows all battened down, and, or say you're trying to do like the rest of the community and just look like a flu, but at the same time, you've got everything set and ready to do whatever you choose to do. Gray man or, on the level, it doesn't matter. The reality is it's all coming. You got to be ready for it.
Yeah. Definitely. Kind of what I do in some ways of prepping this radio. The way I think is you want to be able to hear what's coming at you. If you don't know what's coming, it's kind of hard to get ready.
If you don't know what's coming at you, your next best option is a heavy offense to create a scalable defense.
Yeah. But
That's
yeah,
the only other option. I'm honest with you. There's a
Yeah.
reason why I've been working my ass off towards getting proper weaponry and equipment. I want to be able to stand off a problem if that's necessary. I don't necessarily ever wish to use it. It's not my will and intent to have to utilize it like that. But should that situation arise, it is better to have than to have not.
Yeah.
To put it bluntly, and more importantly, it's like having a big lighter. When you don't need it, it just it cramps your style a little bit. But when you fucking need it, oh boy, let me tell you, when you need it, it's one of those things that you kind of need it. You can work around it. It's gonna suck, but you really kind of need the big or something that's just exactly the same. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like a Swiss Army knife. It's great when you have it and it's always on you. And so therefore you turn around, you can find another use for it. Great. But it really sucks to not have one and need one.
Yeah.
That same can be equated to any tool. And I mean any tool. It's great when you've got it, when you need it. Otherwise, it's just luggage. But when you ain't got it and you need it, trying to find the workaround really sucks.
Yeah, I hear you later.
And I do all my own work on my truck. I do all my own work on my vehicles. I do all my own work on the house. I do all my own work on the garden and all that. I fix up my air guns because I can't. Not supposed to have firearms unless necessary, according to MSOP, which is a fucking regular pain in my ass, but I deal with it.
Yeah.
Just because I guess it's a thing that they wrote in while I wasn't looking. I'm not happy about that particular one. I got real mad when I found out I couldn't have a firearm and a regular mainstay because I was well more trained than most civilians. And that was only it. That was the only reason.
Yeah.
It bothers me. So I decided, well, I got to have something, some sort of reach out and touch something. Well, I figured, all I really need is about 300 yards tops. If push came to shove, yeah, 900 yards. Okay, you got to reach out and touch something across the valley, but if you can't sneak up on that, then I seriously doubt you as a hunter. That's why I said, you know what? Air guns are just what I need. They're exactly right up my alley. I could sneak within about 15 yards, 20 yards or something. And that's good enough with a freaking break barrel, pop gun. But hell, that's good with a bow. That's good with a slingshot. Most people can't do that. And I understand that. Air guns give you a standoff of, depending on the air gun, of anywhere from 50 yards out to about 1,000 yards. And that's why I like air guns. I got some standoff. it ain't a firearm. I'm just gonna grant that to you.
Oh yeah, I know.
You're not gonna make an air gun into a firearm, no matter which way you slice it. Air guns are close range projectile weapons. That is all that they are for. They are not built. They're not made. They are not created. They are not physically capable in any manifestation and any theorized manifestation of breaking 4,000 feet per second. Therefore, they have either the same or less than capability of a firearm. And to all honesty, that thing that broke the 4,000 feet per second, or didn't break the 4,000 feet per second, it did like 3,400 feet per second, if I remember seeing that video right. Was doing about the same as like a 5.56 NATO. Well, that particular round that the feller was using was number 12 birdshot. So it was a tiny little BB being rocketed out at extremely high pressure under a vacuum. I'm certain that that particular projectile was so light that it causated that. At the same time, I'm also just as certain that you can't do that with a 250 grain projectile. I could do 700 some odd feet per second with a 250 grain. I have a 50 caliber that'll do that.
Yeah, nice.
I have a 25 caliber that'll do 950 feet per second, and that's an air gun. It shoots slugs. Dostaville. Dog out. Dog out. Oh, I'm just having to grab some of my effects from outside. Nothing personal. Oh. Dog out. Now in my garden. Show phone. Blame the yips. All right, I'm walking back in. Dog out. Move. I'm going to put my dogs away real quick.
Okay.
They're out there causing a ruckus. 9. That's often. Dog out. One's trained in German, the other one's trained in, and not just any German, but Liechtenstein, Austro-Hungarian German, which is a very rare form of German. You don't hear very often.
Oh, nice.
So my dogs are actually trained in a way that folks won't be able to give them commands Well,
Yeah.
they'll be able to give the one commands, but the other one, no.
Yeah,
You try telling Houdini
not
what to do, he's going to look at you funny.
yeah, nothing like critical commands like a attack or whatever.
Oh, no. There's those critical commands are the same as I equate with them eating.
Yeah.
They're trained the moment that I taught them to only take their food on command. That moment,
Nice.
I knew that if I tell them that command, that I tell them when I give them their food, instantaneously their mind goes back to that's something to eat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I train my dogs well. They are
Yeah,
very
that's
well
good.
educated, even if they do act like some dumbasses sometimes. Doesn't mean I don't love them. It just means they make me freaking nuttier than a fruitcake. Oh. um, please try to pay no attention to the movie in the background. That's Hawk. He's
Oh
watching.
yeah.
So like I says, welcome to the Freedom Forum.
Yeah, thanks for the welcome there, Gerd.
Jump in the box, you damn spy. Oh,
Oh
I joke.
yeah. I know it's all good. Don't worry.
Oh shit! I just lost sound. That was my dumbass. What you said?
Oh, I was saying, don't worry. I know you're joking.
Oh no, I wasn't talking at you on that one. I don't think you're a spy anymore.
Oh. Yeah, some like to call me a spy or a stalker though. But they're the spies.
Look at it this way. I've dealt with stalkers. All right, like on a level of I've dealt with stalkers that stalked my sisters, stalked my mama, stalked me. All right, and I'll tell you now, you're no stalker. You just got that weird ass voice that like super calm that everybody equates to that, and that's not what that is. By the way, that's just really laid back, probably stoned out of your gourd, and having a good ass time. And I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm just generally a calm operator.
He's a smooth operator.
Yep.
Smooth operator. And here's the funny thing. That was my voice.
Yeah, that's
I'll
good.
probably get a strike from YouTube for that, but that was my voice.
Oh yeah.
They're like, he don't sound like that. He's got this deep ass growly voice. No, I do really good impressions. Come on now.
Funny on the copyright strike. Sometimes in my radio video gates there'll be a station or two playing music and they can be down in the mud and YouTube will still be able to pick out what song's being played and they'll flag it for copyright claim.
Oh, I know it. They already did it. But you know what? Hey, if they're going to copyright claim me for actually doing that and doing it so well, you know what that is, right? That's what we in the profession call a compliment. Thank you very much, assholes.
Yeah.
That just means I'm that good of a singer, and y'all
Yep.
know it. By the way, I don't know if y'all noticed, but it is Drink 30.
Yeah, nice.
So we was talking about prepping. Oh, when you're a prepper by nature, because say you live on a very limited income kind of budget, but you are trying to live as healthy as possible, as good as possible, build your body, build your mind, build your soul, build your character. All right. And trying to be on that level of when they come to call me, they will look at me and say, yeah, he's a little bit rough around the edges. He's a little messy. But that motherfucker right there, that motherfucker right there, I'll ride a foxhole with that fuck any day of the week.
Yeah, that's good.
I was what they call raised by wolves. um, I was raised by my dad and my mom and the Marine Corps and veterans galore. So, my somebody in my family going back the last 200 and some odd years back to the Revolution. Somebody in my family has fought on every major battlefield in every single conflict in the United States history. You will find the name Price or Smith somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got, I got a lot to live up to anyways. And that's why I come from that kind of background that I had a militaristic upbringing. I was brought up by military people, folks from different branches of military. And I tried to be in the military when I was a young man. I made the effort. I worked towards being able to pass the ASVAB, being able to pass um, the APFT and all of that. And to this day, I can still kind of cut it. Not completely. And I understand it and I know why. I'm physically injured. During my militia service, I was about 25 years old, serving in Los Angeles. I was nominated to go into the U.S. Army. I was actually in the interest of going into the U.S. Army. I was on my way to MEPS. I was staying the night at my brother's house in Los Angeles down in Watts. And it was about Christmas. And a feller come to the house. We got into one hell of a knockdown, drag out fight because I was in the interest of protecting my brother's house and he was in the interest of protecting my brother's house. I had no idea at the time. All I could do was assume the worst and fight forwards. So me adhering to my training and knowing the laws of California, I gave the 3 warnings. I stood back and tried to evade for as long as I could. And then when I did not have any more opportunity, I fought back with all force. And in that instance, I knocked him out several times. And when I say knocked out, I mean in the sense of UFC or boxing or a basic KO. Not a TKO, but a basic KO. Knocked him out several times. We turned around and fought for several more minutes, at the end of which I gave him the opportunity to leave because I realized at that moment that I did not want to kill this man. I also realized that this man was an American. And I thought, I'm not going to kill my brother.
Oh yeah.
So I gave him the opportunity to leave, and he took that opportunity to sucker punch me into a submissive point and then remove a blade from my back pocket, which I kept as utilitarian, and stab me in the chest with it. I have a suture that runs the length of my abdomen that is 36 inches long.
Oh wow. Dang.
I survived what most people would die from. So when I says I've had enough, at the same time I'd still stand. This is what I mean. I've been through the shit. I've been through some real shit, and I'm back on the level of I could probably cut it, but I won't pass the APFT on that level. I guarantee you that I would never pass the APFT in my condition.
Uh,
Physical incapacitation kind of does that to a person.
yeah.
That don't mean I can't skull drag. That don't mean I can't shoot a gun straight and true, and that don't mean I can't drink with the rest of them. That just means that if I were to go in on a draft, Uncle Sam would look at me and go, "Nope, you're too fucked up." And I'd go, but, like, dude, why would you send all these other unwilling participants? Send me, shit, I'll go.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm just like on that level of I don't give a fuck no more. Have you a nice day. So now as it stands, I can't join any military organization. I can't stand up to the standards necessary. That's why I consider myself in the capacity of a Minuteman, of a militiaman, because I am raised as a soldier, as the good soldier. That's how my father raised me. That's how my dad raised me, was as the good soldier. Not the good sailor, not the good Marine, as the good soldier. So I stood to that standard, and I still stand to that standard. But because I can't join any military organization without being inducted through liaison practice, I stand with the militia.
Oh yeah. I hear you.
It works. Can't be mad. It works. Hell, I've worked both with and against freaking people within the United States. I ain't too proud to say, I'll tell you the truth. There's been instances where I've had to work against bad actors in our country. There's also been instances where I have done things that I probably couldn't really tell y'all about.
Oh,
Because
good. I gotta go for now.
it'd be breaking some sort of rule or whatever, but I don't give a shit. Because honest, I've been through it. I lived it. There are situations that have happened right here in America, right down on our southern border, right, in Florida and and freaking, you name the state. It's been that situation. All right, brother. Whatever. Have yourself one.
Have a good one there, guard.
So, anyways, as I was saying before to my friend here, we're in a situation, a battle. The question is, how do you handle it? I handle it with a level head and an understanding that I do have allies if they're willing to be. But I have definitive enemies, and I know it. And it is my duty to protect this household. It is my duty to protect this state. It is my duty to protect this commonwealth of American citizens, consenting free adults who work together in unity towards a proper common goal. And that is our pursuit of happiness. Now, anytime you feel that you got to question whether or not there's a reason to stand up, fight, I want you to think about that right there. Your pursuit of happiness. Because you may not necessarily be happy, but you got the right to pursue that idea, that will, that wish. Pursuit of happiness is the greatest thing that was ever thought of by mankind, in my opinion. That's a big deal for me. I fought to pursue my happiness. This is what my granddad fought for. That's what my dad fought for. Hell, that's what my great granddad fought for back in the Civil War. Pursuit of happiness. So you can hate me all you wish. You can feel affronted all you wish. You can find your butt hurt in a garden. You can go out there and scream at the four winds. But I'm going to tell you now. I stood for pursuit of happiness, and I still stand for that. I pursue my happiness no matter the cost. And I will push for my pursuit of happiness. Because that is my liberty. That is my freedom. That is my rights. That is my genuine capabilities, my skills, my pride, my happiness. What do you pursue? That's a good question. What do you pursue? Well, shucks, drop it in the link in the chat or whatever. What do you pursue? I pursue freedom of speech, freedom of mind, freedom of body, freedom of traverse. I pursue freedom. What do you know? 10's live. Anyways. Well, 10 was live. I don't know if she's live anymore. Normally, if she goes live, everybody jumps off, goes over there. I don't mind. Yeah, keep him in a box. Put all your shit in a box. Yeah. Put all your shit in a box. Make sure it stays in the box, right? Yeah. Anywho. Well, I think we've lost everybody from the East Coast and the Gulf Coast. And I believe that's everybody from almost. I think that might be everybody from the Midwest too. Or not the Midwest, mid country. Uh, the old breadbasket, Tornado Alley, and the like. You know, midsection of our country. Basically from that's a better one. Flyover states. Yeah, everybody from our flyover states. You know, from Nebraska to Utah. Pretty much. Yeah, flyovers. Ooh, I think those are the most beautiful places on the planet. That's God of the country right there. I wouldn't mind a piece of land somewhere so it wouldn't be like this. Everybody hates your guts because you're not their kind. You're California. Now I understand why my daddy says, do not hate. Anywho, I'm going to let y'all go here. I think it's been a good night. I think we've all had a good old freedom forum. Everybody blew off steam. Everybody's happy. Feeling good. All right. This is Ye Old Guardsman. I am out.